Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, Saka here, and welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Racing 2003 season. We're continuing with our short track racing here at Richmond, and it's a 3/4 mile D oval, and we're starting behind the 22 of Joey Logano with the 78 of Martin Truex Jr. to our inside. It's going to be 40 laps, one pit stop is going to be the name of the game, and at this point, I'm thinking we'll split it right down the middle of lap 20. Let's see if we can get a solid start here. Green flag is in the air, and we will very slowly get up to speed. These AI don't seem to be able to put the hammer down on the restart as well as me, but we'll just roll through the very long turn one. It's very flat and very fast. You can carry a lot of speed into turn one, and if Joey's just going to give us the bottom, we're going to go ahead and take it. We should be able to get some decent drive off here on the bottom, and then we'll just stick right behind that 78 and roll the inside of the turn. Looks like Kyle Busch is out front. Brandon should be around soon. I don't exactly see him in the mirror yet, but we should be fairly close. I don't know exactly where he qualified at. But as long as Truex is holding the bottom here, we'll follow him through, and then as soon as we can make the move, let's do it now. We should be able to get a solid drive into turn one, roll up right behind Daniel Suarez in the 19, and make the position. So feels pretty good as far as the car, nice and balanced. It doesn't want to slide out on me too awful much, and it's just biding our time until that lap 20 pit stop, I think. Lap should click by fairly quickly, 22 seconds a lap here, and we'll see if we can peek to the outside of Suarez here. See if we can put the throttle down on him. Nope, he's going to keep the bottom. We'll just do like a little crossover here. Inside turn 3 and roll. Ooh, Suarez trying to pinch me down. But that's fine. We've got the Hendrick cars in front of us. Alex Bowman in the 88 and William Byron in the 24. Kyle Busch still leads coming to lap 5. So it seems pretty good. We should be able to continue on making up some spots here. I'm not really pushing the car that much, and we're able to roll a good amount. Like, I don't feel that I'm overdriving it a bit, and the car is nice and snug under me, and we should be able to make that pass under Bowman here. Inside of turn one, we'll clear him off the corner, and that's how it's done right there. You don't want to be on the inside of anyone on corner exit. That just scrubs off all of your speed. And we need to make sure that if we start a pass in turn one, we get it complete by turn 2. So about halfway through this fuel run, well, at least through the tire run, if we're going to split this 20 and 20, as long as the car still feels pretty good, we're pretty close to our fastest lap of the race, and I think we can continue to hold this pace. Lap cars may be a factor here as we continue on, but we'll get under the 24 here, and we should be able to complete the pass under Byron. Nope, Byron's going to hang tough on that outside. We should get him in turn 3, however. We don't want to overdrive and slide up into him, and we've cleared him, and now Kyle Busch is the next car in line and indeed the leader. So maybe we can get out front and lead some laps here at Richmond. It's quite a different field than Bristol, that is for sure. Bristol, it just felt like I couldn't go anywhere, couldn't really get the power down without the car really sliding. Richmond, this feels very nice. So there we go, put us up front at lap 10. We are leading the race, and hopefully we can hold a little bit better. I overshot turn 1 just a bit. I got so used to following the cars in front of me that I just overshot my braking point completely. Can't have that. That is for sure. We'll throttle back just a bit here and make sure that we do not overshoot turn 1. Kyle is still in second, though. I imagine Brandon may be catching up soon, and we have a lap car in front of us that we should make short work of. Though, you know, if we catch him in a bad spot, Kyle can reel us right back in. So I'm hoping that we catch them on the backstretch or in turn 1 here. And I think we should be able to roll. We'll get right on his back bumper and should be able to get him inside turn 3. So around Chris Buescher there. No harm, no foul, make it look easy, and we've cleared him. All right, let's set our sights on the next group of lap cars. Kyle is dropping back a bit, and Brandon is now in second place. So put us up 1 and 2, and if I have any difficulties navigating lap traffic, Brandon will definitely be there to pounce. So I have to make sure that I catch these guys in a good position and not lose a whole lot of speed. That seems to be the way that these races pan out, is whoever gets through these lappers better goes on to win the race. So if I have a difficult time and Brandon can just follow me through, he may set himself up to make that pass. We'll get under the 00 here and continue on. Cleared him off the corner, outstanding, and we're getting close to pit stops here, splitting this race right in half at lap 20. So we want to sort of mind the bottom, make sure that we're not right behind any of these lap cars as they decide to pit, because they slam on their brakes really, really hard. Ooh, Ty, come on now. And Brandon looks to the inside, takes advantage of Ty Dillon not moving. So put Brandon up to the front. That's his first lap led this race. And about 5 laps to go until pit stop. So we might be able to follow him down pit road, let him get around the 62 of Brendan gone and do the hard work for us. And we should be able to clear him. And let's just see if we can maintain pace here, not let him get too far out in front, because the 18 isn't really within striking distance. So we'll just ride here through pit stops, really no rush. We're only halfway through this race, and we'll let Brandon do the hard work here, especially if these lap cars are going to be going side by side like Casey Kane and Paul Menard are. If Kane can't get around him, well, he could. If Kane didn't get around Menard, that would have been pretty difficult to navigate through. We'll just follow Brandon on through on the bottom and set ourselves up for pit stops shortly. We'll try to put as many cars as we can a lap down before pit stops. That way, if we pit, the leaders stay out or whatnot, and a yellow flag were to come out, we could try to keep as many people trapped down a lap as we could. Bubba not giving up an inch, really fighting on the high lane. That's no good for anyone, Bubba. Now Brandon might be scrubbing his tires just a bit. We're almost through this run, and he doesn't usually take the high lane, so we'll see if we can hook the bottom. If Brandon can't stay on the bottom, we should be able to make up some time here. Just a half second off. We'll see what the interval is next time around. Yeah, Brandon is having some difficulty holding that top, and yellow flag is out, racing to the line. We are going to be the leader. Outstanding. So this would have been the lap that we were going to pit, but we are going to stay out until pit road opens and then get our 4 tires and fuel. One moment. Coming to the restart, we will have 16 laps to go. Well, 15 once we take the green. We're out front and we can roll a whole lot better than those AI. Green flag in the air. Let's get going. Brandon right behind me after pit stops. Not bad. And we'll see if we can stretch out some of our intervals here. I didn't see anyone to our inside, so everyone is still on the lead lap, but it was a single file restart, so we may catch lap traffic fairly quickly. And we need to make sure that we can stay out front, not overdrive the car. If we can run faster than Brandon, more power to us. But let's not overdrive, let's not miss our marks, and let's not get involved in anybody else's business. That's my ultimate goal here. Coming around to 13 laps to go, and once we hit 10 to go, it will be a very quick race here. Down to 13, still holding steady. Brandon holding back there in the mirror, not giving me an inch, and yellow flag has come out again. Interesting enough. Well, we are going to stay out this time and just come back for the restart. So we will take the restart in first place, and I'll be right back with you. Oh, we have a problem. Yep, we have a problem. I just lost fourth gear. That grinding, whirring sound that you heard on the backstretch, yeah. So we have a brand new challenge that we're going to have to deal with. We're going to have to finish this race with third gear as our top gear. Luckily, there isn't that many laps to go. I shouldn't lose too many places, but this is going to be bad.
You want to go right here.
Pace car is off. We are leading, but we will not win this race, I guarantee, not without a fourth gear. Let's get up through second gear, and we can get up to third gear, and that's it. This is as fast as we're going right here. Oh man, the car is going to get really loose, a very high torque, and I don't know if we'll be able to put all of the power down. Yeah, it's just going to be me in the way. Brandon is going to take this one for sure. We're just going to have to hold off as many of these guys as we can. Ouch. Coming to 6 laps to go now. So not that long to race, but this is painful watching all these guys go by. So losing a gear, can't say that I've ever had that happen before in this series. I certainly don't remember ever losing a gear, and I don't know why it even happened, but you know, that's racing. What can you do? 5 laps to go. We're redlining. That's all we got out of our engine. Oh, this is painful. We're gonna have to hope that these guys are pretty far ahead of the guys behind, and it kind of looks like Suarez is a little further back. So hopefully we can maintain here. So we've got Blaney behind us, 3/4 of a second with 4 laps to go. We're really only losing out maybe a quarter of the lap. Like from here on, and then getting down into the corner, I think we'll be okay. And then we really lose a whole lot of time from here into turn 1. So about half the lap, we lose a whole lot of time, but we're able to maintain a bit. We're just gonna have to keep Ryan Blaney in that mirror. Well, you can't do that. He's going to go on by. We can still salvage a top 10 out of this, I think. We're using up a whole lot of... Whoa! I was going to say we're using up a whole lot of fuel, but Kyle Larson down to pit road. Not exactly sure why he did that, but maybe he pitted too short. Who's to say? That gives me hope that maybe some of these guys in front of us will pit. We can make up some more positions. And we are pretty clear of Kyle Busch, 3 seconds. So I think this is where we're going to ride. It's definitely not bad. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go. I don't know if anyone's going to be coming down to pit road this time. There goes Kyle. So we passed Kyle Busch. I guess he was coming down to pit road. Interesting. So yeah, a few of these guys miscalculated their fuel mileage, so their loss is our gain. We're going to come across the line, and not a bad finish considering no 4th gear. We couldn't have done that the whole race, that is for sure. It's luckily it was a late restart. But yeah, well, I mean, what can you do? The racing gods were not in our corner today when they dropped 4th gear out from under you. At least it wasn't a big track. If this was next week at Talladega and we lose 4th gear, we might as well just park it. There's like no chance to hang on. So Jeffrey and Austin Dillon retired. The rest are multiple laps down. Even David Gilliland apparently retired. Interesting enough. But let's take a look at what brought out these cautions here. We had 2 cautions, and I didn't see either one of them, if I'm honest. Not that many cars on the lead lap, though. And let's get back to the yellow and see what we got here. Let's keep on keeping on until we see the yellow flag come out. I forgot about what lap it was, but it was past the halfway mark, or it was nearing the halfway mark of the race. That's right. So it'll be right about here. And I think the yellow flag came out when we were off of turn 3. So we were chasing Brandon down fairly well. I don't know how we got up beside him so well, but yeah, he goes to the outside there. We stick to the bottom, and then the yellow flag comes out right here. So let's pan through, see what... Oh, Brendan gone. Got. So Bowman was pushing the issue with the 62 for sure. Right there, and hooks him into the 13, and around the 62 goes. So the first caution flag was not that big a deal. It was a flying 360. It worked out, fortunately for us, to pit under yellow, which is very nice. You don't have to worry about speeding off of pit road. And then there we're back to racing, and there, the 62 is out of shape again. Oh, this is not going to be good. Oh, and there's the wreck right in front. So Bowman involved, it looks like AJ Allmendinger involved, even Harvick. So let's watch AJ here. Oh, and they were already up in the wall, being forced around. So what happened to Bowman here? Oh, wow. So 3 wide, not giving anybody any room. And there we go. So the 92 is under the 2. And Brad sticks his nose in there and basically hooks the door. All 3 of them come together. The 34 gets turned, and around everybody goes, blocking the track off. And that was monstrous. Big crash at Richmond. Let's take a look at the standings after Richmond. Brandon with his 4th win. We're hanging on with 2 wins. Truex, Bowman, and Byron with 1 apiece. The cutoff is tied. Kurt Busch is in 15th due to his 1 extra top 10, but still very tight. Jimmy Johnson only 9 points ahead, and then Brad 12 points behind. But that's going to do it for me in this episode of NASCAR Racing 2003 season. Ladies and gentlemen, like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next week at the plate track at Talladega. Take care.